What's happening, pimpin'? Welcome to a first look at Overwatch, the new Blizzard game getting more attention than a Kim K sex tape in the gaming community right now. Now, throughout this video, I'll answer the question, what is Overwatch and is it worth the hype? This is not a full review video, however, more of a first impression, so let's get right into it. Overwatch is a game described by many as a hero shooter. It's a first-person shooter with many different heroes, each possessing a cooldown-based kit of abilities that are themed to that specific hero. Now you can switch out heroes after a death at any point during the match in this 6-on-6 online multiplayer game, which includes modes like Capture the Point, King of the Hill, and Escort, aka Push the Cart from Team Fortress 2. All of this is packaged in a very Blizzard-esque, polished to perfection type of way. If we take a look at the settings menu, we see that this game comes furnished with a lot of different options on the PC, and that's exactly what we like to see. You can change the display mode for those that don't like to be on full screen all the time, and you can also see that it detects more than one monitor. Now the resolution can of course be changed, and the field of view as well for those that get queasy with a narrow field of view. It comes with a lot of different options that are pretty much standard in modern games like VSync, triple buffering, and you can also display performance stats as far as benchmarking your PC. Now you can change the limit on the FPS. There is a 30 FPS limit or unlimited or display based, as you can see. And the graphics quality as well. You can see that I have mine set at ultra, but it also comes with a lot of different options within that graphics quality header. A lot of different things like the shadow details, model details, effect details, the lighting quality, any anti-aliasing quality that you want to use can be changed as well, ambient inclusions, and so forth. Now this is a very well furnished settings menu as far as I can see. You also have different sound options, as you can see here, different sliders for every different type of sound, which is great. You can completely change the controls. Every key is remappable, and you can also put in a controller, of course. Now on consoles, you can also change the key and the buttons and what they do. As you can see here, there are quite a lot of different tabs and keys to be changed. Gameplay, you can skip the kill cam, which is great, something that not a lot of games give you the option to do. And of course, social filters for your interactions online. Now let's talk mechanics. The gameplay is a mashup of your standard FPS mechanics with MOBA-like cooldown-based abilities. As you can see here, there's a roster of 21 heroes, with more on the way according to Blizzard. Now each hero has its own set of themed abilities. Each hero falls into different classes as they all have their uses on the battlefield. For example, Bastion here is a hybrid between an assault rifle holding character and a stationary turret with very high DPS. The four main classes of heroes are offense, defense, support, and tank. Each hero within a class fills their role in unique ways and have very different playstyles, even from heroes of the same class. All the heroes have three main abilities bound to the Q, E, and Shift keys, as well as a main attack bound to the left mouse button. Each hero also has an ultimate attack, and some heroes have alternate fire modes or movement-based abilities that are linked to that specific hero's toolkit. For example, the sniper character has a grappling hook in order to get her to a high vantage point to do what snipers do. So let's go straight to the gameplay so I can talk about the visuals in this game. First off, Overwatch is very reminiscent of Team Fortress 2 in the colorful and vivid aesthetics used in the game. Blizzard has clearly not deviated very much from that formula, preferring it to the brown-grayish look of most quote-unquote modern FPS titles. The characters in the game are also very different visually from one another, and that not only gives them unique personalities that are immediately apparent, but also differentiates them for easy recognition while in the game. A tank character will usually be big and intimidating, while a sniper or a more high damage, low health hero will usually appear smaller to fit the profile. This marks a great link between the visuals and the gameplay that is a strong point of this game. Blizzard has clearly been taking notes from TF2. The environments also follow this trend. They are varied maps ranging from the desert on Route 66, the Japanese themed map of Hanamura, to the technologically advanced African city of Numbani. Each of these feel very distinct and convey the feel and the lore of the game through visual storytelling. This brings us to performance. Now, Blizzard has always focused, tested, and refined their games until they can produce a polished product in every sense. Almost to a fault, actually. Now, this doesn't mean this game is perfect, however, but they have managed to make the game run very well on a wide range of hardware, as is the Blizzard way. Now some might say that their games run on everything but don't run well on anything, but this time around even the consoles have it running very close to a solid 60 FPS. As you can see in the top left corner, the game varied between low 130s to 150 FPS on my machine, and that is regardless of how much action is on the screen at any given time. And you don't need a high-end PC to max out this title at all, and I can guarantee it will run well on pretty much any machine from the past 5 years. Now throughout the stress test weekend and the open beta, which clocked over 7 million players, their servers were rock solid. I have not had any games drop or weird latency issues, and that is crucial to FPS games in particular. So all in all, I have to give it up to Blizzard for having a solid pre-launch and a very well performing game. Alright, time to wrap this up. In conclusion, Overwatch is a very enjoyable game for me. I played it almost every day during beta, and you best believe I'll be playing with my friends on launch when this video comes out. The gameplay is tight and very fun to play, the visuals are great, and the performance is top notch. The maps are varied and contain a lot of verticality to accommodate varied playstyles depending on the hero, of course. There is, however, a major downside to this game, and that is the lack of a campaign mode. Also, the limited progression system in this game is solely based on experience points you get after the match in order to unlock loot crates. Those will give you access to skins, emotes, character lines, and other goodies. So at the end of the day, whether or not the game is for you depends on, well, you. Do you like FPS games? Do you mind that this game is multiplayer only? Are you going to grow tired of the few game modes available? These are questions worth considering before spending $40 US, which is 50 Canadian dollars or your regional equivalent. Blizzard has promised more heroes and maps that will be free to all who purchase the game, so no need to worry about being hustled with microtransactions. But what it does offer is a multiplayer focused game with tight mechanics and well-polished gameplay, and that just might be enough for you. It certainly was for me. So there you have it, a quick look at Overwatch. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you're salty about life, click the dislike button. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe, pimpin'. This is Sai from RawBlack, and I'm out.